Hi everyone, and welcome to All Things Fantasy Take 2! Because it is the second stream of the day. Woo, woo, woo! So today, this evening, we are joined by half of our cast as we play Pathfinder's first adventure path for their second edition, Age of Ashes. We are joined by these three incredible people as they journey through the Margary Expanse, trying to take down dragon-headed totems to allow the Ikunje elves to basically wipe the jungle clean of the Cinderclaw cult, a cult that both the Ikunje elves and the party have been hunting down relentlessly for what feels like months. Yes?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to head over to them, but before we do so, you in the chat. Do you want to pick a plot twist card? You can pick a number from 1 to 51, and I will pick out one of these infamous, dreaded plot twist cards. Jasmine, straight off the bat, number 24. I don't even have to look to know what that card is. I'm pretty sure that is Lucky Day, straight off the bat, and the party is going to need it. Now, the way we're going to introduce the characters is that they are going to introduce themselves, and they are going to introduce their immediate thoughts about what is happening at this point in time. So, we should also give a massive shout out to Jasmine, who plays Mitsu, Isabella, who's played by Nightingale, and Renvolia, who plays Callahan. They are unable to make it tonight. So we are left with 3 members of the party, and hopefully they survive. Let's go to our first member of the party, Kajavi, who is playing the character Vic. How you going, Kajavi?
I'm doing well.
Good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Vic and what Vic is thinking?
Well, Vic is a Kobold champion of Apsu, and he is there. Suddenly his brain decided to stop working.
Yeah. Take a breath, you got this.
Coffee.
I mean, that works too. But unfortunately, we are not sponsored by coffee. We are officially not sponsored by tea. That is right. We are unofficially sponsored. We are officially not sponsored by tea. Honey lemon tea, to be more specific. It is a great source of power for this channel, and really allows one to speak and use their vocal cords, especially if you're GMing for a long period of time. So, lemon honey tea. Soothing. Alright, so you were saying, Vic.
Yes. Vic is a Kobold champion of Apsu. He has been on quite the adventure recently, and one of the more pressing mysteries around him at the moment is mostly who is this secret admirer that has been helping from the background and hasn't even revealed themselves yet.
No, not yet. But I'm sure it's not going to be a terrible, heartbreaking scene when Matt actually puts it together and says that this creature sacrifices themselves to save you.
No.
And on that note, let's go to our next player, Sandpiper, who's playing the character Kai. How are you going?
Very good, thank you.
That's good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your character?
Kai is a tiefling magus of the laughing show variety.
Yes.
Possibly slightly, mildly insane.
Just a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. And what's Kai thinking of at this point in time?
Kai's probably thinking Vic's going to probably distract this dragon, possibly end up fighting this dragon from within.
Yep.
From past experiences. She's thinking of, she's going to attack this thing from an interesting angle.
Ah, lovely. And last but not least, sorry.
Well, start laughing about it.
Yes, exactly. And last but not least, we have Tasriel, who's playing the character Malleus. How are you going tonight?
Hi, I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm excited to see what tonight brings.
Yeah, me too.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about Malleus?
Sure, will do. Meleus is a human cleric of Pharasma, the goddess of death, rebirth. She hates undead. She hates all evil gods, and at the moment, especially, Meleus hates this dragon
Any particular reason
because
why?
he's a figure of what is bad around this area, but he's not sure if the party is ready to face it. So
Alright.
he's really quick thinking about how to solve the situation without getting killed or getting his friends killed.
Let's go over to the dragon, shall we? The party has ventured deep and long within the Margui expanse, taking out one dragon-headed pillar after another. They have crossed the river and entered a glade with what appears to be a ruined temple. Carved dragons and images of draconic creatures line the walls of this aged and forgotten temple. Vines wrap around the stone pillars, and a red, massive maw that resembles the very destructive power of Dahak welcomes you. The party stealthed around to determine if this was safe. And fortunate for me, unfortunate for them, they stumbled across the draconic creature known as a biter, a long serpentine dragon with a cunning smile. Vic, ever the brave one, steps forward to challenge the biter, and the biter looks at them.
More accurately, everyone else pumped up Vic's ego and kind of shoved him out.
So, are you here to serve me, Kobold? The serpentine creature asks in a large, booming, raspy voice.
Looking up it, Vic has his wings spread to make himself look a little bigger.
Alright, move your character in zone. How far is Vic moving forward?
Well, he was kind of pushed forward, so maybe that.
Yep, alright.
Remember, you got I've cast bless on you. Yeah, no.
It was heroism.
Yeah. Kai's going to cast Spider Climb on herself
Yeah.
during this time.
Vic is Vic, and Vic already serves a draconic exemplar.
You mean that murderer? The traitor? The one who destroys his own family? The one who cast the troubled child out of his lair because he was not willing to teach or deal or even accept the difference.
If talking about Apsu, Vic worships him, but Apsu isn't tribe's exemplar.
Well, I see that you're covered in the symbols of this Oathbreaker. Maybe you need an exemplar far more trustworthy.
Well, our exemplar is actually a bronze dragon named Razatudar.
I don't know him. But
He's really nice.
But I can be nice as well to my underlings. You may call me Rothmulgar.
Rothulgar.
Rothmulgar. And he pulls him up himself to his highest height. His wings span out, touching the entire length of the ruin.
Vic stretches his wings a little further.
And I am the guardian of this place. What brings you and your party here?
Well, to put it simply, we heard that the hack is like something like with the hack is happening, so we kind of want to stop that. So
Why? Why would you want to stop the glorious return of the one who was casted out? The one who seeks vengeance against a world that has decided he is not worthy.
Well, the hack doesn't. Oh, he's trying to do bad things to the world as a whole, so a lot of people don't like that.
Now, Malleus,
And
whilst
Leos will step a little bit forward, and he's pretending to write something down. Ah, it's very interesting.
Malleus, as you step in front, Jase kind of reaches out for you, but misses you completely as you step down in front of him. You kind of turn your head and you see that his usual big brown eyes have peeled over to white.
Yeah. Does he look like he's in a trance, or
He looks blinded.
okay.
Yes, he has hate for the world, but not for what you think it is. No. He wants to bring new birth to this world. When a fire ravishes through a forest, or when the forest gets too large for it to maintain life, a forest fire washes through it to spark new life. Dahak is merely the same force of nature.
But couldn't the hack try a more constructive method of fostering rebirth in the world?
Such as?
Well, Pharasma recycles souls, various nature gods embrace the rather nice cycle of continual death and rebirth, but a great conflagration, that seems a bit too sudden.
Malleus, what did you also say? Sorry.
Okay. Malleus will try to get the impression that he's actually listening to this dragon and pretending to write things down. Okay, I didn't know that. Maybe this is a mistake of the writings. glad that I'm here. You can tell us the truth of things. And try to deceive him.
Roll me roll me a deception.
Let's do this.
Um,
Fingers
can-
crossed.
Yep.
Ah, no, not that good.
No, not that good at all.
Can Kai sneak around to behind that pillar to the west of him?
Of course you can.
Yep.
Roll me a stealth check.
Oh. Okay, when I get to that. There, yep. $24.
Yeah, alright, 24. No. The recycling of souls, the constant cycle of death and birth and birth and death, that leads to bloat. Pharisma doesn't have the strength to lessen that bloat, but Lord Dahak does. A destruction will come and cleanse the world. And you, in the back, the bird person, I can see something shimmering in your eye. And so I will make this offer to all of you. You have an Akunje elf. Pass him and any others you have to me, and my wealth will be yours. Think of this as a test of loyalty. Of course, 3,000 gold pieces is worth well more than a single elf, don't you think?
Melios is looking around him.
You see Mitsu.
don't-
You see Mitsu, who had her sword up high, kind of lowers slightly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shiny, she
There's
says.
there's one flaw in your logic, dear sir. You can't buy anything with gold in this jungle.
Mm.
So technically, your gold is worth nothing.
What makes you say that?
Kai's just got to climb that tower she's next to.
Yep,
the
that's
top of
fine.
it.
Yep, you can definitely climb it. Still
Yep.
using the 24 for your stealth?
Hmm?
Still using the 24 for your stealth?
Well, unless you want me to re-roll it.
No, you can use the 24.
Yep.
Now roll me a climb check or an athletics check because you attempt to start
Uh,
climbing up.
She's using spider climb.
Ah, yes, of course. Yeah, you can definitely stealth up.
Just walk up it like it's no one's business.
Yep. Vic?
Well, you just said that the Hawk will basically remake the world. In that case, wouldn't money lose its meaning?
No. Gold is very important to the Lord, Dahak. It is one of his domains, of course. And as servants of Dahak, you will be spared from the fire. This world will need strong rulers, will it not?
Or we can just put the fire out.
You have not seen the fires of Dahak, have you, young kobold?
Vic,
Vic has flashbacks.
idea.
It is an all-consuming, never-quenching flame that will only die when Dahak decides it's so. His head coils down to meet yours, Vic. He can probably eat not just you, but Malleus standing next to you in a single bite and still not have his mouth full. So, what is it going to be? That's a lot of shinies, Vic. It's a lot of shinies.
Yeah.
Mitsu says from behind you.
Mitsu, I do remember you saying, and maybe another time someone offered us money, that you could beat them up and take it anyway.
Yes, I can do that too. Yeah, I can do that. She raises up her great sword. She prepares to charge.
Marius will hold her hand, stand up to calm her down.
But I want the shinies.
Turning to the dragon again. So you're telling us the Hack wants to destroy the world because he's angry?
No. He's angry at Apsu, of course, and considering the circumstances, who wouldn't be? Imagine being kicked out from your own home for merely being who you are. Imagine being hunted down like a dog for just wanting new life into this world.
But sometimes we need painful punishments to come to terms with that we did do wrong.
Yes, a scolding. There's a difference between discipline and punishment. Apsu is rather fond of the latter.
And for this cause, you're forced to stay here in this ruin all by yourself?
No, of course not. There were several boggards and other, what are they called? Drakra? That tried building something of note on my temple. They succeeded. But it cost them their lives.
You seem very lonely to me.
That is why, if you can bring me to the Kunje Elves, I won't be so lonely.
If you're going to eat them, you will still be alone.
Who said anything about eating? Roll me an Arcana check.
Murderous rampage, then.
Who said anything about a murderous rampage?
Arcane check from anyone?
Arcane check.
17.
From anyone?
Yep. From anyone. Do you have Draconic Law, Vic?
I do.
Roll me a Draconic Law.
So Kai got 17.
17.
13.
Damn it. Alright. So
Roll a 3.
biters necessarily aren't the rampaging type. There have been stories of biters coming into territories belonging to a certain race or demograph, and they generally using their change self physical appearance spell enter the society, make themselves one of the largest individuals and the most powerful individual, and usually take over that society. taking its wealth and riches for its own. Think of it as a leech. It attaches itself to a town or a city and begins leeching its wealth into itself, hiding the town or the city away from prying eyes. That is how a biter works.
So, what are you doing exactly here? There's nowhere.
Since the breaking of the world, I was placed here to guard this temple from the wandering Akunje elves, those who attacked the Great Lord. And I can see
But it's not destroyed.
Unfortunately, I do not have the necessary tools or equipment to repair it, but I'm sure if you take me to the Kunje Elves, they would have several individuals, such as the one behind you, who would be more than happy to lend to its construction.
Nor do you have hands to use tools.
That as well. As you turn around, Malleus, to see where he was pointing to, you see a strange sight. Just say his eyes milked over. His lips are trembling, but closed firmly shut, and he seems to be trembling slightly. He's trying to shake his head, but nothing's happening.
Hmm. So I'm just wondering, what was this temple like when you first arrived here? Was it still also already destroyed?
No, it was fully built. It was glorious.
Oh, then it did a bad job.
Gilded in gold. Actually, gold with bricks. Majority of the temple was in fact formed by gold bricks. Until the Kunje elves came and melted them down, spilling it into the earth. Saving some of it very specifically for their own warriors and people of importance.
So you're telling me you were tasked with guarding this temple and still it got destroyed?
It doesn't help when the opponent has a weapon that can take down your god. Well, did.
And you did. And how did you survive? Did you hide?
Of course.
Did you abandon your god?
No. My lord was falling from the sky. Blades of light pierced his chest, and he fell around that way. He points over.
Around which way?
Yes, he points very specifically to the northwest, in the direction of that large clay-like structure you found in the swamps.
And Meleos taking all the shots, taking another step forward to because he's trying to get the full attention of this dragon, so that Kai can do his stuff.
Yep. Now, Kai, at this point,
he's actually trying to ask him provocant questions like the one before, but without that the dragon will snap and attack him. So it's a balancing thing he's trying to do.
Roll me a diplomacy check as you do so.
Okay, I do. Wait a second.
Now, Kai, what are you doing?
Can Vic aid in the
Yes, he can.
Net 20.
One.
It's
Not that it'll
34.
matter.
So that is a critical success. You have this spider's full attention as you're trying to walk the edge. You lend assistance as well. So between the two of you, you can manage to talk to it. Mitsu kind of flanks around here. Get ready for a charge. Kai, you see a moment. An opportunity to strike.
Yep.
Do you take it?
Yep. She's going to make use of heavily underutilized feat, quick jump to
Yep.
and spell strike.
Nice. Jumping.
With shocking grasp level 4.
Nice. Leaping off the tower, your short sword blazes in magical lightning. It descends very much like a bolt of lightning as you try to hit the biter. Now the biter will be flat-footed against this strike, so let me add the flat-footed condition as you make a surprise attack. Let me see if I can find flat-footed. Give me a second. Foundry's being a little bit slow today. Alright. Flat-footed, flat-footed. Now, generally, surprise rounds aren't really a thing in this game, but I'm going to give it to you.
Yep.
Just because that was a great piece of roleplay.
Yeah, flat-footed is -2 AC.
It is. Alright. You leap off the pillar, your sword, a literal bolt of lightning, as you attempt to strike the biter.
Yep. And that's a nat 1. Can I spend a hero point to re-roll that?
Yes, yes you can.
That's giving myself hero points. I want to spend them.
Yeah, exactly. You get exactly 1 hero point per game.
So it's
Better.
26.
26. Does a 26 hit a biter?
Plus whatever a hero point gives.
No, nothing. 26 allowed you to reroll.
Yep.
Alright. A biter, flat-footed, is a 25! So you hit!
Yep. And probably as she's hitting, she's screaming that demons are people too.
Demons are people too! Demons are people too!
Yep, so 9 from her short sword
Yep.
and from shocking grasp.
Yep.
At level 4, which is 27.
27 points of damage. You strike, doing an amazing amount of damage. The sword looks like a lightning blade as you plunge it into the biter. The biter snarls, and it turns its head around to look at you. You smile your cocky grin, and then freeze as the biter stops snarling in pain and smiles back at you. I think it's time to roll initiative, my friends.
Yep.
Let's go.
Can I make arguments for acrobatics considering she was just jumping?
Yes.
Emma,
Everyone else?
Can I make an argument for diplomacy?
Yes, Malleus and Vic, you can do diplomacy.
okay, then I do diplomacy.
Alright, and just say... Alright. Wonderful. Now, Kai, You are quick off the mark. The biter smiles at you with this sickening grin. All teeth. What are you going to do?
Well, probably first off, trigger Arcane Cascade.
Yes.
So she's got that going.
Yep.
And then she's going to... Let's see. She's going to cast Mirror Image on herself.
Mirror image. Wonderful. Alright.
Because why have only one Kai when you can have
Multiple Kais. Exactly. Alright. A bunch of Kais.
Yeah. You see, what is chaos but just another form of order?
Yes. Kai's shadows kind of coalesce and spring up from the ground, creating an additional 4 Kais. Now, Kai, remember when we use mirror image, you are always going to be number 1. Okay?
Yep.
Wonderful. Next, Vic, it's your turn.
Great. Well. Sword and shield that.
Yep.
Being out. And step forward. And stab.
Stab! Tip. Make a stab for me.
I certainly will. Does a 32 stab a biter?
A 32 does stab a biter.
Does a 32 crit a biter?
No, it does not.
For 15 damage.
Nice. 15 points of damage. You step up and the biter snarls and hisses. You do not know true pain or terror yet. Allow me to teach you the ways of dark.
Or maybe since you're going to be humbled by a kobold, you can learn humility.
You say that in character, yes?
Yes. Third action, raise shield.
As you say that, the biter coils itself up. Humility? Humility? How dare a pipsqueak teach me humility? I'm going to play the first plot twist card tonight, Pride. And it's going to focus specifically on you, Vic.
Yep.
Alright. Jose takes out his bow, takes out his arrow, he aims, he shoots. Malleus, it swooshes just past your ear. Did I get
Be
it?
careful.
Did I get him? Did I get it?
No.
Damn. Alright. He takes another arrow. It goes past your other ear.
Up and a little to the left.
Up and a little to the left. It goes up into the air. Misses completely. I told you, I cannot see when close.
Maybe step back a little.
I will, in 6 seconds. Alright. The biter. The biter shakes its tail. And the first thing it's going to do is hit the wall beside it. The wall crumbles away, revealing a red-headed dragon pillar It then looks down at you, Vic. It targets you. Ready for this?
Yes.
Alright. First thing it does is it's going to strike you with its jaws. Okay? Nice and easy. Yep?
Mhm.
Nice and easy.
AC 30.
30?
Yep.
How's the 35 sound?
That'll hit.
That'll hit. Alright. It's going to do a bit of damage. Okay? It's going to do a bit of damage.
Yep. Shield block.
Yep. It's going to do 18 points of damage, which you block some of it.
Yep. Blocks 7 of that.
So it's telling me you have not raised your shield, so give yourself an additional 7 hit points back, and then just add the damage to your shield.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to try to grab, and then it's going to hit you with its tail as it slides back. Okay.
Yep.
Does the 30 hit you?
With the shield raised, that will match.
Alright, so you're going to take half the damage. Okay.
Mhm.
So you're going to take point of
The
damage.
19.
Nope. You're going to take the 9.
Only 9.
Only 9. But that's not all it does. It's then going to attempt to grab you. Okay?
Okay.
Where is it? Where is it? That's the wrong one. That one. Alright. So it's gonna hit, it's gonna try to grab you. Alright? What is its athletics? Doesn't give me an athletics. Alright. It should be 1d20 plus 16, I reckon. D20 plus 16. It grabs you
Yeah.
in one of its coils. You are now effectively grabbed. Now. Yep, and that's all it does on this turn. For now. As you are taken up in one of its 8 coils. That's the end of the biter's turn. Next, we have the dragon pillar. Now, this is the red dragon pillar. Would you like to know what the red dragon pillar does?
Sure.
Yeah? Cool, you're gonna love this. Alright.
Don't we always?
Yes. Now, Malleus, you're right in the line of this pillar. Can you roll me a reflex save, please?
Sure will do. Reflex is set. Let's go.
Please.
No, wrong. Ah, here. Here we go. 22.
A 22! 22 is good, but unfortunately it's not good enough. These eyes stare down at you, and these bursts of fiery red beams, kind of like Superman's eye lasers, come straight at you and hits you in the chest. You, my friend, are going to be the proud owner of 66 points of fire damage, or 26 points of fire damage.
Holy hell.
Yep. That's what the Dragon Pillar does on its turn. We then go to you, Malleus. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little bit well done.
Yep.
I got a question for you. I asked this question again. I forgot. Are these totems considered artifacts?
They're considered hazards.
Hazards. Okay,
Yes.
not artifacts.
No.
Okay,
not
that's
artifacts.
right. Okay, then Maleos will looking down on his burnt robes, looking to the biders, and telling, I will show you what Pharasma can do, and I will attempt to cast Dispel Magic on this totem.
All right. Yeah, roll me Dispel Magic.
Yeah, how do I do that? Just a spell attack, or?
What does it say in the spell description?
I have to do a counteract roll.
All right. Let me see. I see no reason why. Whoa! What happened? Oh no! Oh no! Did we lose it all? No! All right. Yes. Do you have access to 4th level spells?
Yes, I do.
You do have access to 4th level spells? Wonderful. Do you have... Alright. So that means you'll need me to roll a counteract DC, please. And
Where can I find?
it should be a caster level check. Or something equivalent.
Where can I do this?
Is it not in the spell?
I have a spell attack.
Yeah, roll me a spell attack. That'll be fine.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
It's the same. A 24.
A 24. Wonderful. Tell me, what does your Dispel Magic look like?
So this item will be on the game terms will be a mundane item for 10 minutes. So these skeletal hands wrap around this pillar, holding all the energy inside it.
And how long does this last for? How long does this ritual take?
10 minutes.
Now, 10 minutes will be roughly 100 rounds.
Yeah.
So you're gonna spend...
It's two action, and then it will... and this spell holds 10 minutes.
Ah, wonderful. Nice. Yes, wonderful. Now, does everyone have access to maps?
Yeah.
Because I don't.
You don't?
I don't. Not anymore. Maps are gone. Alright. It's fine. We got this. The pathfinding goes well. The technology, not too much. Alright. Mitsu. Mitsu's going to do exactly what she does well. So first of all, she's going to run in. She's going to step into the dragon. She's then going to do an intimidating strike. She's going to do an intimidating strike, which is 2 actions. So, strike with her mighty greatsword. A 23 unfortunately does not hit the biter. It bounces off the biter's scaly skin. The biter hisses, but it's more concerned with Vic wrapped up in its coils. Kai, it is your turn.
Kai's going to first to recycle her spell strike, force feign this biter.
Yeah.
So this just automatically hits her. Doing 6.
Nice.
Her shadow just taking a little bit of a lash at it.
Nice. The biter takes 6 points of damage.
And then she's going to spell strike with magnetic acceleration.
Nice. Casting a spell. Magnetic acceleration.
Don't think a 20 hits.
No, a 20 does not hit. You miss. Also, skidding off the scales of this creature.
Yep.
Vic, you're wrapped up in the biter's coils.
Oh. Vic is going to try and pull himself a little more free from this massive creature.
Alright, gripping the sides. I need you to roll me an athletics check as you attempt to pull yourself free.
That would be a 25.
No matter how much you writhe and coil, you are unable to make your way out. Though, it was close.
Okay. Well, I suppose the best thing that Vic can do is keep his attention. So he's gonna look up at it and breathe lightning into his face.
Oi! Oi, you dragon! What? Alright. It is of course entitled to a reflex save. I'm gonna take a -2 penalty for it, of course. Alright. Alright, tell me how you do that.
Well, it obviously is not a fan of Vic because Vic follows Absu, he follows Tahak, and so yeah, it's like, so this is yes, so yeah, words. So you're still following Tahak through all of this, and you saw him fall, and yet I've tried to tell you that that you should learn humility from a kobold. Poof.
I'm going to use the second plot twist card for the night. Lucky day. You are imbued with the power of Apsu, and letting you deal an additional amount of damage. So not only do you get the critical amount, as this biter critically failed, you will also get a normal amount of damage. So you're doing 3 times worth of damage. As Apsu empowers your breath.
Huh.
And this is the first time you encountered a real big evil dragon too.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so normal damage is 15.
Nice. So, the biter's going to take 15 points of damage. And then it's going to get double that. Ooh. The biter's not looking happy at all.
And then Vic kind of braces his ribs for the inevitable.
Alright. Now, with you casting a Dispel Magic Malleus, Jasay's eyes kind of roll, the fog that clouds Jasay's eyes kind of dissipate, and he looks around. Ah, wonderful. He pulls out another arrow and he takes aim at the biter. Where's his longbow? There it is. He's gonna take a shot. Hitting the biter and doing an amount of damage. 5 points of damage to the biter. He then prepares to assist in any way he can. Now the biter. The pirate is not quite happy. So it's going to do two things. The first thing it's going to do is going to wrap its coils more around Vic, crushing the very air from him. Now, be a good little kobold and suffer. You're going to take... Can you roll me a fortitude save, please? Vic. What was that number?
16.
Alright. You feel your bones crack as it deals a little bit of damage. 7 points of damage. So it's not that bad. Whoops. No. Heal. I want Vic to take that damage, please. Vic. Take that damage for me, please, Vic. Thank you, Vic. Next, it's going to do the same thing it did to Vic, but this time, it's going to do so on you, Kai.
Okay.
So Kai, it's going to strike you with its tail. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 33 hit you?
Yep.
It's going to hit you. It's going to do some damage. 18 points of damage, in fact.
Yep.
And then it gets a free athletics check. Okay?
Yep.
Does a 27 beat your athletics DC?
Yep.
Wonderful! It grabs you!
Oh, wait. Does it actually hit her and not one of her illusions?
Ah, right. Roll me a d4, please.
No, it's her.
Alright. You, Vic, can you please add the grabbed condition to yourself? If that's possible.
You mean Kai?
Oh, yes, Kai, sorry.
Let's see.
So you right-click your token, there should be a status effect there.
Sit back and look at it. Seconds,
Is that possible or not really?
I'm just looking for it. Mobile grab.
Grabbed.
Cross, 4
Yes.
down.
Done. Alright, you get grabbed. As Kai, you get enwrapped in another coil of the biter. So, it grabbed. Sorry, so it constricted, grabbed. You know what it can do? It'll do another grab! So Mitsu's right there, isn't she? Yeah, Mitsu's right. Oh no, Malleus is there too. Yeah, Malleus is being a pain. Malleus, you see the tail swipe at you. Ready?
Yes. No. Yes. Oh, jeez.
Alright, so that's going to be you, Malleus, not Mitsu. Okay. So that's still a critical hit. Okay?
Yeah.
You're going to take 34 points of damage. Are you still alive, Malleus?
Yeah.
And then it's going to grab you. 1d20 plus 16. Alright, and it's going to wrap around you. Does a 31 beat your athletics DC?
Yeah. I guess. Let me see. But I'm nearly sure that with a yeah.
Alright, can you please include the grappled condition on yourself?
Okay.
As the three of you are now lined up perfectly in a row. Wrapped up in coils. Alright. Now the Dragon Pillar is currently inactive. Malleus, it's your turn.
Just looking for. Here. We can
Yeah.
grab it.
You have one hand free-ish.
Yep. Okay, time to heal up.
Roll me in athletics. As you attempt to pull yourself out.
No, I try to I can cast spells normally at the. Oh, this is I'm still getting his ropes.
Yeah. So technically you have one hand free. It creates a penalty when casting spells.
Okay. And let's do this.
What are you attempting to cast?
I will try to heal all my party.
That's a good idea. Alright. You feel a sudden burst of this cold, embracing, yet somewhat encouraging and nice. You know, it's like the nice cold.
Works. Yep.
Alright. Everyone's going to get 31 hit points back.
No, that's not right. It's
Wait a second. No, that's a single healing, isn't
too
it?
much. That's too much.
Alright, let me do...
I wrote it down manually.
Alright.
I messed up.
Yeah, that's fine. Whilst we're taking this break, I'd like to give a massive, incredible shout out to Incredit Schultz, who has rated us earlier, around 15 minutes ago. Don't know much about you, but I'm going to go head over once we're finished and check you out, if that's alright. Thanks for giving us a raid, man. Really appreciate it. Alright.
Okay, that's 14 healing. I applied it to myself.
Alright, everyone give yourself 14 heals back as the power of charisma, wrapping you in her bony fingers, kind of encourages you slightly and wipes away some of the pain that your bodies have. Now, Mitsu, seeing what's happening, she's not having any of this. She raises her greatsword and she's gonna do not one, not two, but 3 power attacks. Alright, ready for this? I don't think this fight is gonna last long, but let's find out, shall we? 3 power attacks. 1. 2. Oh, and she's not going to do the third one. But she's going to make 2 power attacks. 1 hits. She's going to do the damage for it. Which is 22 points of damage. Is that enough to drop a biter? Let's find out. Nope, the bite is still up. She takes 1 massive swing, sinking her greatsword deep into the flesh. She puts her foot against the creature and pulls the greatsword out, giving it the birdie stink eye. Kai, you're currently grabbed and coiled in this scaly skin.
Kai's going to attempt to break out.
Alright, roll me a strength check.
Yep, so strength or athletics.
Athletics, if you have it. If not, strength.
Yep, I've got athletics.
Alright.
Does a 29 break out?
A 29 does. You kind of... Oh, wait a second. 10, 16, 20. Yep, the 29 breaks out. As you kind of slip your way, following the coil, and end up on the outside.
Yep. And so that was how many actions?
2, I believe.
And then she's going to strike it.
Alright, give me a strike.
I don't think it's 30.
No.
23 hits.
As you attempt to strike it, one of the coils moves, throwing you off balance. You only just managed to hold on.
Yep. And I'll just remove that condition
Yes.
as well.
Vic, you're up.
Oh. First of all, likewise, Vic would like to try to get out of the binding.
Yes, of course.
And spend a hero action to do so. hero
Ooh, so you're going to use your hero point, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Roll me your athletics with a +8 bonus.
$24.
Is that with your +8?
Yes. I rolled a 3 on the dice.
Alright. You grab the sides of the coil and you're like, alright. If Kai can do this, so can Vic. No, Vic's stuck.
One of his wings pops out.
One of his wings pops out. It flutters.
Can Vic try again? As a second action.
Nope, but you can stab it. You have one hand free that you can stab it with.
Would it be his sword arm or his shield arm?
Roll me a d2. You want an even number.
2.
You have your sword arm out.
Fantastic. In that case, Vic will try to stab it.
Alright, give it a stab.
Any penalties for being grappled?
It should do it automatically.
Okay. $29.
29 hits.
In that case, that'll be 18 damage.
Tell me how you do it.
Really?
Yep, really, really.
Oh, nice. Oh. Vic tries pushing himself up to get himself free. His wing comes out and starts flapping wildly. He stabs his sword in to try and get more leverage, but as he's doing so, he kind of cuts it wide open. It's like, well, not what Vic was planning, but guess it'll work. And and as it starts collapsing.
Wonderful. The giant biter writhes and wriggles and finally lies still. are out of initiative. This scene, my friends, is yours.
Right.
Tass, you are muted. We've been attacked by the silent wizard. Quick, throw it back over to the crypt.
I silent myself due to screaming kids.
Yeah.
Okay. While Melios is trying to unwrap himself from all the coils, he takes the totem down.
Yep. On it.
His legs are kind of flailing.
Question. This structure the totem's in the middle of, does it have a roof?
No.
Okay, then is how much of this wall still standing around it?
Probably just the right hand part of the wall.
Yep. She's going to play a bit of Jenga with this wall to try and drop it on the tower, the pillar.
How are you going to drop it on the pillar?
She's going to make use of some of her engineering knowledge and just sort of determine which brick it would take to cause it to just
Alright.
topple in that direction.
Roll me an engineering check.
Yep. How does a 27 sound?
With a 27, you can accurately determine which bricks to remove to be able to push the wall onto the pillar itself.
Yeah. Vic, can I borrow some tools? Particularly
Sorry, you go.
particularly a hammer, and do you have any tongs or a chisel?
Yes, but Vic, a little stuck.
You see Vic's legs kind of wriggling outside of the massive coils of the dead Vidor.
Yeah, Kai's going to just run over and just give Vic a hand and yank Vic out.
Alright. Vic, you feel stretched. You know when you get like a lolly snake and you like stretch it out as long as you get to see how long it lasts? Wait, you guys didn't do that? I'm the weird one?
I did.
Oh, good. Well, I'm not the weird one then.
Yeah. Vic, did you get taller?
Maybe not, but your back feels a lot better.
Yeah. So, do you have a hammer and chisel?
Yes, Vic does, and he takes off his backpack, gets some of his tools out. It's like, here, what does Kai need them for?
I'm just playing Jenga with the totem and that wall.
Now, as you look at Vic's tools, you see that they are not really mason's tools. They're more wood crafting tools.
Or metalworking.
Yes.
Yeah, wood and metal, not so much masonry, but hammer's a
Hey,
hammer.
a hand, please.
Sorry, Amelius?
A hand, please, Kai. I'm stuck.
Kai's got to give a hand.
Yep.
And Vic will assist.
Okay, let me try one more thing. Matt, how heavy is this creature? The Bitus.
Well, it is a huge creature. So it is about
Okay.
4 times the size of you.
Then I will scramble away from him
Yep.
and dust myself a little bit off, and will try and will cast Bone Shake on him. As a three cast, and try to run this corpse into the pillar.
Alright. Alright, can we confirm that Bone Shaker works on dead creatures?
It just tells me one creature with a skeleton. I'm willing to pay my hero point for it.
Alright, yep, I'll allow it. Alright. Malleus, as you cast Bone Shaker on the creature starts going and starts flailing around. Everyone roll me reflex saves.
Yep. 22.
Yeah.
Net 20.
18.
I did see it coming.
Alright. all of you manage to duck away. Mitsu can as well. As you slam this giant corpse of a biter repeatedly into the side of the pillar. The pillar eventually falls down and the head cracks as it hits the ground.
Elias,
Yeah.
thought Vic thought your goddess didn't like undead. What?
I did not
What's
renovate
Malaya
his
doing
cloth.
with that?
He's not undead. I just
Looks rather animated to me. Looks rather
Uh,
animated to Vic.
I can assure you he's not undead.
Who says you can't play with the bones? And also, it just tenderized the meat anyway. Now, who's
As I
up the
said,
dragon?
Malios will give you a cocky smile and says, as I said earlier, he did a bad job protecting this place.
All right. I
Oh,
think.
that's like the ultimate insult.
There's a roast.
All right. Now, I think on that note, I think we'll finish for tonight. It's going to be a relatively shorter session than usual, but I think this is a great stopping point, and since my foundry has decided that it doesn't want to play, I think now is a good time to end the session. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we're going to end the session here. What a session. Great job, the three players. They did incredibly well. Let's all give them a round of applause. Oh, wait a second. I'm the only one that's here. I'll applaud anyway. So, let's do a round table, shall we? Starting in the opposite order of how we started. Tastriel, how did you find tonight's game?
That was amazing.
Yep. Did you have any
I'm
favorite
glad
moments?
we're all alive.
Yep. You are still alive, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Did you have any favorite moments?
No. I guess it was this surprise attack from Kai with his epic jump with lightning and striking the Python.
Yep. I agree. That was a pretty epic moment. Kai, did you have any favorite moments? Sorry.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I agree that was a good scene. The other one was also just the final bit of how the spider helped us destroy the pillar. Involuntary, I might add. Though.
Yeah, exactly. Vic, Kajabi, how'd you go for tonight?
Oh, it was an interesting session. It actually went a lot better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, so did I. You did really well today. All three of you worked together as a team and you succeeded. It was incredible to watch.
Especially that ambush strike from Kai.
I know, right? How good was that?
Mm.
Now, on my end, it was a great session. You guys did really well against the boss that could have been terrifying. Yeah, I'm really proud of you guys. Alright, so let's do a quick self-promo stuff. For example, hello all the new people who have joined us. I'm Matt, also known as All Things Fantasy, and you can find me here in a bunch of different places, over at Discord, Twitch, Twitter, Patreon, all the usual boring stuff. If you like my face and you like what I do, make sure you hit that follow button or subscribe button or whatever that button there is. Yeah, I hope you had a great time. I'd like to give a massive thank you and shout out to Incredit Salt, as well as Silks Techno, for giving us a follow or giving us a raid. You guys are incredible. This community is amazing and wouldn't be anything without you guys. So thank you for, and Tastriel, of course, with all the cheers. So yeah, thank you all. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm glad you're here with me. We do World Animal stuff, we do meme stuff. Every now and again, we're going to play some games together. But all that sort of stuff's over at the Discord. So if you want to go check that out and talk to these people, make sure you head over there. We're going to give a massive thank you and shout out to the incredible Laura Bones. Also to the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, who I run with every Saturday. Next time you can find me live will probably be sometime during next week. I got a little bit into the world building stuff this morning, so I might do a bit more of that. So check that out over at the Discord. Now, have I missed anything else, my friends? No? Yes? Maybe?
Dragons?
Thank you for the raid.
I did the right thank you. But I can say thank you again. Yes, of course. We are not streaming this game next week, so I'm going to make a couple of streams throughout the week. So make sure you pay attention to those. Now, we're going to head over to the Dreaded GM. Now, I know. Matt, we raided him this morning. And I know, shush you. But the reason why we're raiding over at Riot, don't worry, there's going to be more streams later throughout the week. Now, the reason why we're heading over to the Dreaded GM is because they are running a charity stream. They have been running for they are going to run for 24 hours, and it's for a great organization. I'm looking at it. There's Rob from, not Rob from Robert Hartley GM. We have Dead a Gamer over there. We have Fivrin. We have Rackham. We have a bunch of people. So we're gonna head over to the Dreaded GM. Now, as we head over, what do we do, my friends?
Release the birds.
That's right. If you have access to the raid bird emotes, or just any bird emotes at all in the slightest, make sure you spam that in their chat. And if you can, give generously. Like, these guys are doing a great thing for the community. Not just for the community, but for kids. So you should definitely go, if you can, maybe give a little bit. So we'll head over there. So from everyone here at All Things Fantasy, from me to you, have fun. I want to see you next time. Bye, everyone.